the DC sniper was black.
Okay, let me just say, for the blacks, we don't consider that a serial killer. Women and men. I'm bisexual, so. Yeah.
Who hate these days? We're all gonna die eventually, so who cares about how we messed our lives up?
YOLO.
YOLO.
I had a girlfriend that called me one day was like, girl, I just got an abortion, YOLO. I don't think that was what the term was for. I don't think. Okay, YOLO.
That baby didn't YOLO. You do an intro. Poundcake.
Damn, that was the intro.
I don't know. We just going.
That was one hell of a intro.
Ooh, sticky, blicky, blicky.
Talking that real fast too. Well, you also had
Hello.
Who the heck? The DC sniper was black.
That
That guy was like the most famous one, I think.
That was it.
As far as black serial killers.
That was it. But even with him, okay, let me just say, for the blacks, we don't consider that a serial killer.
Because
Like,
he was a
we
shooter.
yeah, like we consider it a serial killer that actually took time, stalked, broke in, or either did some crazy ass shit. Because what? Okay, so when we see serial killers, is 9 times out of 10 a documentary or a movie highlighting the serial killer. It's never like we follow. Of course, we were too young. We never really followed the story unless you were a true crime fanatic like myself. Like I like true crime shit. But serial killers and horror, I love horror. Hence to my mom, me being a single parent, being in a single parent home, my ass always was in the house watching movies, and my mom loved horror, like absolutely loved, and she was a lesbian, so. My mom loved horror
And
like-
emo music.
and emo music, by the way. So, you know, I'm a mixture. I'm a great mixture. I ain't gonna lie. I'm absolutely a great mixture of horrible and beautiful things at the same time. That's just, yeah. I mean, and on top of that, my zodiac is a Scorpio. So it's like dark. I think I'm the best zodiac, like far as the best match zodiac wise. Like for me to be a Scorpio, I think that was the best thing for me. Cause I'm dark, but I'm also like what's the other word? Dark. I'm full of light, but I'm also dark. And it's like angel demon, or maybe sometimes 2 demons, never an angel type thing. Or no.
So like you're real big in like astrology then?
Fuck no.
Oh.
I want to be so bad, but I go off the energy, right? Like I'm energy, I'm spiritual. I call myself a spiritual gangster because I'm hood, but I also tapped in. I got tapped in recently, thanks to heartbreak. A lot of times, women or jail or men will lead you to a spiritual awakening, and I had 2 out of 3, women and men. I'm bisexual, so. Yeah.
Who hate these days? Like,
who's not just like fuck it? No, really, 2025 has definitely been a year for self. So I'm like more so like all about me at the same time as trying not to be I'm a retired people pleaser. So it's like I'm trying to be all about me, but at the same time, like not be about everybody the fuck else. It's working. It's okay so far, but it's hard.
not being the yes man, you know?
Yeah.
Jim Carrey and the yes man saying yes to everything.
Yes.
Yeah, I was actually thinking about that lately.
I loved you. Yeah.
Remember the word YOLO?
Yo, you only live once.
You only live
It's
once.
actually a bar in my hood called Yolo. Shout out to Yolo's. It's always open and closed, but
I was thinking about that. I was like, man, I used to live by that credo. I was like I was like Jim Carrey's yes man. People were like, you going out? And I'm like,
Yes.
YOLO. You know,
you
like,
only live once.
YOLO. Everything, dude.
I think that was kind of like one of the moments of our era trying to find ourselves. Just justifying doing crazy shit. It's like the world, like we in 20, we like 20 something years into fucking Y2K when we were supposed to like not be here after 20. 2000. So
Yeah,
right.
awful credo, terrible credo. A whole generation lived by for like 4 years. It was like, yeah, we're all gonna die eventually, so who cares about how we messed our lives up?
YOLO.
YOLO.
There's a lot of children born because of YOLO. So
a lot of YOLO nights led to a lot of young babies.
young baby.
You shouldn't YOLO everything. You should restrain your YOLOs.
What?
Once in a while, YOLO.
It was definitely bad because I had a girlfriend that called me one day, was like, girl, I just got an abortion, YOLO. I'm like, YOLO. I'm very pro-life, but bro, that's a little, like, what? Like, I don't think that was what the term was for. I don't think, okay, YOLO.
That baby didn't YOLO.
Sorry. It's just, you only live once? Thanks, fuck off. Well,
That's the.
hey, hello, we're a comedian, so please leave the sauce sensitive shit somewhere else because we're here to just if we got light humor, we have dark humor, so we gotta cater to the dark humor and the light humor. So chill out.
Yeah, you can't be mad. If it's funny,
We can't be
That's
biased.
the rule. If it's funny, you can't be mad.
You can't be mad.
Can't
That
be mad.
was
It's
fucking
funny. The
That was
rule.
fucking funny. It was funny.
Anyway, you're doing an intro. Poundcake.
Damn, that was the intro.
I know we're just going.
That was one hell of a fucking intro.
We're here. Welcome.
Thank you for having me. No, that was one hell of an intro. Thank you for having me. I'm happy to be here.
Yeah.
I'm in the sticky room.
Yeah, you're here.
I'm
Feeling
in the
it?
sticky room. You guys ain't nowhere if you haven't made it to the sticky room.
Yeah, you ain't made it unless you've been here. That's the rule.
Hello.
You heard it here, all right?
Clock it.
I like that rule. You're an emo fan.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were just talking about it. Which you was playing some Oceans Avenue.
Yes.
You were rocking out. You're like, this is my jam.
Hey man, listen, to be honest with you, I love all types of music. Like all types. And one of the emo songs that I really, really love, it's kind of emo in rock and roll, and that's Metallica, Fade to Black. Old Metallica. I'm not really a big fan of new Metallica. But yeah, Fade to Black is one of my favorite, like, depressive songs.
Nice. I love it.
It's like the 16 measure, like it's just everything about that Metallica, one particular Metallica song.
Yeah.
PIP to the Prince of Dark. You already know Ozzy Osbourne.
So sad.
It really is, because it's like I always had like my own rendition of somebody throwing like a chicken wing on stage at me and me just biting it, opposed to a bat.
That's good.
I loved Ozzy Osbourne because Ozzy fucking Osbourne was his authentic self. I love authentic people.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy because we were all watching him act a fool 25 years ago on a reality show, and we're like, this guy don't have 2 years left, you know? And then after like our 20 years, like, well, maybe he did make a deal with the devil. There's no way he should still be. It was an impressive run he had. An impressive run.
I don't know what it was about the Osbournes that made me watch them and made me want to be a cousin of them. Like, I'm dysfunctional the fuck too.
Oh yeah, that
And
was.
just give me a little accent, and I mean, I'm alright.
Oh, I feel like yes, every girl with had an English accent for like
I'm just
2
the
years
black
there.
tea here at the family dinner. But I love Sharon Osbourne. I love Kelly. What was the daughter name? Was
Kelly, right?
It was Kelly. Yeah, I love when she was a big girl and went to a slim girl. Because back then it was just like anybody I seen that was almost resembled bigness close to me, I was all hell been on. So that's how I kind of ventured into my goth look in high school.
Okay.
Hence the emo. So it was a combination of, I was like everything in high school. I went to a diverse high school. Shout out to Mercy Vocational. high school, the only Catholic vocational high school in the country at the time. I don't know if there's any now, but I went to a Catholic school.
That's cool. What happened to goths?
Goths is still around. Most of them is on OnlyFans.
Okay.
But no, goth is, like, I still have my goth era, like,
That's why you don't see him. You have to pay to see him now.
you have to pay, period. You have to pay to see the dark side. But no, I feel like goths is still around. I like one of my favorite all-time goths, and it may not be a real goth, is who she portrayed, is Penelope.
Penelope.
Off of Criminal Minds. She's like a cyber. She was dark cyber web, and then they wound up hiring her for the FBI. She wound up working for the BAU. And Penelope was another big girl. Penelope was a big girl, honey. She dressed so like eccentric, like it was just bright colors, but she was a goth. So it was like a combination of both. I would say I would be Penelope if I just to describe my personality is like I'm bright and I'm dark at the same time. But yeah, since we was talking about goths, I had to talk about Penelope.
Do you believe in ghosts?
I do believe in the spiritual realm.
Yeah.
I've actually witnessed and seen the spiritual realm, like in the midst of our realm. I actually drove around with my grandfather's ashes in my car and never got pulled over without a license.
Okay. You're saying he was protecting
Yes.
you from the police.
He was protecting me from the police. I'm being honest. I'm telling you, I drove around in my trunk. My grandfather's ashes was in my trunk. And I never had a license.
I love that. That's the best response ever to that question. Yeah.
I do. And one of my older dresses, it was a shadowy tall figure at the top of my step every time I looked up there. Like maybe it would be like a quick glance, or one time I actually seen it for a long period of time and then it left. And I was like, me being who I am, I named them.
I grew up having to believe in ghosts. Like my mom and aunt like die hard believe in ghosts, you know? And then my parents would send me every summer to go live with my aunt. They'd ship me away to my aunt's house, and then I'd sort of sleep over her house, right? But then she hardcore believed in ghosts. She talked about them all the time. But the thing is, like, if you're like 5, and then I'd have to like, I was down on Hope Street in Montgomery, actually, down East Kensington.
Okay.
And but all she would do is talk about ghosts. And then as like a 5 and 6 year old, you just like grow up believing ghosts are real. So every time you see a shadow, instead of like an adult being like, "Don't worry, there's nothing to worry about, it's just a shadow," my adults were like, "No, that's a ghost." So every time I get up in the middle of the night, I was just a horrified child, but I believed in ghosts my whole life.
What?
I was like, I don't know if you should instill it in kids. Like leave the ghost things alone until they're adults. It ruins them.
Well, you gotta look at it since we're born and we raised, depending on what you were raised up as, we are learned to believe in figment, imagination, non-real shit. Like Santa Claus was literally our parents. You know, it's like we were raised up on lies, and when we're adults, we realize the fucking truth, and it's like we're not woke. The lies is we're just being told the truth. Like like me, honestly, it was mixed. Like my mom made sure I had any and everything, but it was also I was raised in a single parent home, so my mom was also the dad. So when we were in a new relationship, me and my mom, because I came along with her, and it was time to meet our new family. It was like maybe a single mom with a family of 4. So now these are my new brother and sisters. We come in there and it's like my mom is playing Santa Claus. She's getting all the gifts and hiding them and packing them and shit. And I'm like, all right, so I know Santa Claus ain't real. Tooth Fairy. Never the fuck happened. Every time I lost a tooth, I just lost a tooth. We never got no fucking money. What? what? We got electric, we got gas, we got water, bitch. That's the best gift the Tooth Fairy can
She was
give.
like, man, Mom, the Tooth Fairy didn't leave me anything. It's like, oh, it's so crazy. The Tooth Fairy got us the water bill paid this month. It's that crazy. It's like
You
the
were
Tooth Fairy.
able to brush that missing spot for your tooth. Yeah, okay. That never got filled by the So
Yeah, the Tooth Fairy happened to do your laundry. Isn't that crazy? Yeah, there you go. You're welcome.
real shit. It's like growing up in a black household. It's like you have to be grateful for all the essential and necessity things. Like they will remind you every 5 minutes. Go wash your hands. The water running, that's good. Cut the light on. The light on, that's good. Like you got turn the stove on. You could cook you a couple new. That's good. It's like we were supposed to appreciate the essentials.
Gratitude is a good trait to instill in your children. It's a good.
Absolutely.
You need one more? You need more?
Yes.
I got you.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
We'll be back with these brief messages.
I can always
That's okay. Okay, we're here to promote the Sticky Room podcast. You guys, if you're interested in coming on the Sticky Room podcast, please inbox my good brother right here. Nagel rhymes with bagel with the cream cheese, and you can get on the Sticky Room. All right, we're back.
We're back now. All right. What's new? Oh man, I haven't talked about this yet because I first pod. I just went to Maine. I just went to Maine for the first time. Maine, the state.
Wow.
Yeah, I went there for the first time.
Okay.
It was all right. It was cool.
Okay, so Maine is that like dry desert type?
No, it's like So I was at the shore of it. It's more like rocky beaches and woods kind of vibe. You get what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. No black people. I didn't see any black people.
Damn.
It was wild.
There ain't no blacks in Maine. No niggas in Maine.
It was wild. I hated it. I'm not saying that I liked it. that was an observation I was making. I was like, wow, it's crazy.
Damn, we gotta check that out.
What's going on with that? Why are that people in Maine? What's up with that?
Where's the black folks in Maine? Now,
All
right, geographically speaking, Maine is what?
East Coast, farthest north.
Mm-hmm.
Closest to Canada.
I mean, well, that's probably why. They kind of skip Maine and go right to Canada, because it's definitely blacks in Canada.
Yeah.
They might just be like, Maine is lame, skip that and go right to Canada.
Yeah. I don't know. I was blown away. I was like, wow, there's a lot of white people here. As a white person, I noticed it.
I might actually have to go on TikTok and see that. Where are the blacks in Maine? Because it's something trending right now, bro. It's something trending right now saying Scotland didn't have any blacks. So now it's black Scottish people coming out talking about there is blacks in Scotland. I didn't know it was blacks in Scotland. I ain't gonna lie to you. I mean, why wouldn't there be? Duh. But I'm just saying the fact that they're actually tapping in, like it's actually a trend on TikTok. Like, is blacks in Scotland?
Yeah, I
so
mean,
the fact that it's not blacks in Maine is kind of sus.
Yeah. I mean, I grew up around Philadelphia, so like when I was up there, I noticed it. I was like, oh wow, am I like? I feel like I'm in like a joint of colt without knowing it up here. You know?
Oh shit,
the different.
You might have.
They were like, you got to get lobster though. I love lobster.
Okay,
you like lobster?
Lobster is okay. Lobster is like I'm black, so I just had to put seasoning on to like it.
I got a bone to pick with it now. You got your lobster rolls, just like the food of the Maine. That's like the food you gotta get.
Lobster roll.
It's their cheesesteak.
That's their cheesesteak.
Yeah, lobster roll. And so we went to the place. Everyone was like, "You gotta go here and get it, right?" And I got 2 lobster rolls and 1 lemonade, and then I got a receipt for $100. And I was like, "This is crazy talk."
Oh, do you smoke cigarettes?
No.
Yeah, because that's when I would have took a cigarette break and not paid for that shit.
Yeah, that's crazy,
I would have
right?
went right outside. I don't smoke cigarettes neither, but that's a diner dash move. If you guys ever get tired on the film, go smoke a cigarette. And if she don't follow you out, then she... Just saying.
Yeah, what is that? Like that's it. That's their state. You have the abundance of that. Like if I go to Florida and you charge me $30 for a jar of orange juice, that'd be crazy, right?
Like $30 for a bag of oranges.
Yeah,
you got my brother, you over here, he'll sell you a bag for $4.
Yeah, I don't know where they get off with this lobster tax. It was crazy. I was Philadelphia. They'll rob you with a gun, like Americans. You're up there. They're like, we're gonna sneakily charge you $50 for
I
a
ain't
lobster roll.
But seafood, period, is expensive. I mean, when I used to watch again, I like documentaries. When I used to watch the wild caught shit, like them guys out there literally dying to get crabs and lobster, it was like, bro, that's crazy.
All right, but fun fact: lobster used to be prisoner food in England and Spain.
Fuck
They used
outta
to
here.
give the prisoners lobster because it was just right off the coast and it was cheap. It was basically, they view it as like sea insects, which it is.
It is like shrimp or like
It was
roaches.
just, that was prisoner food. And then through the good grace of marketing, now I'm paying $50 for a lobster roll.
That's fucked up. We gotta take a break. I gotta go.
Yeah, then we had George it was George Bush's like compound, I guess. He lives up there.
Oh shit.
And everyone was like, you gotta go see George Bush's house. It was like a thing to do, you know?
George Bush.
Yeah, and my lady's like, you gotta go see George Bush's house. And I was like, the warmonger? Why? Who cares? And she was like, no, the president. And I was like, oh, you sweet innocent child. Like,
That is hilarious.
Yeah.
That's crazy because I was literally born the last. I had to actually figure out which president I was actually born in because I thought Ronald Reagan was president in '89, but it wasn't. It was George Bush Sr. in '89. I think Ronald Reagan.
It was 88 and 92. Yeah.
Right. That's why I was like, yeah, oh shit, okay, because I thought it was Ronald Reagan, but it wasn't. Ronald Reagan just was the last president to let that Buddha coat come over.
Did you what?
He was the president that let that last Buddha coat come over. Yeah.
I don't mind hate Reagan. He wasn't too bad. As far as the presidents go, listen, I'm not a fan of any president, to be honest.
Yeah, I'm not even politically speaking. But he was definitely one of the entertainment presidents that I kind of like. Because I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I know nothing really no government or no any party I want to say that really catered to us as skin folks. But I'm talking about far as me being a Western fan because of my grandfather. Me watching Ronald Reagan actually in Westerns. Like my grandfather I watched The Good, the Bad, the Ugly. Clint Eastwood was literally my uncle. Okay. So my grandfather loved Westerns and loved country music. So it's like, again, when I say I'm mixed up with everything, I really am. Like,
well, I'm an idiocrat. You know what I'm saying? Like, give me an actor, make him funny, and put him on a stage. I mean, he's getting my vote. You know? He was funny. He was funny, actually, though. You ever see him, like, cracking jokes?
Ronald Reagan?
He was crushing dudes on stage with jokes. That's how he won the election.
Ronald Reagan definitely had a sense of humor. That's what I like.
Yeah, if you were alive back then and were a comedian and didn't like him, you'd had no good sense of humor because that stuff was fun.
Ronald Reagan. And he was a good actor. I liked him as an actor.
Love me a good Western. Love me a good Clint Eastwood Western.
Clint Eastwood was a different type of bad.
Dude.
Oh my God. It was the voice. It was the squint. You know, it was the mole. And then his son had the nerve to come out and be fine. Oh my God. His son is gorgeous. This is a pause for you because you're a man. But for me, I'm telling you, that would be a creamer I would add to this black coffee, okay? His son is fine. I forget, what is his son's name? Same thing with Tom Hanks. What is up with these old cute white men having these fine ass sons? Tom Hanks' son is fine as shit.
Well, he got two, the little skinny one and then the other one that like everyone hates because he had a Jamaican accent, remember? There's two of them. There's two Tom Hanks? Yeah, there's two ones.
It's Chase.
Yeah, Chet.
Chet is the fine gangster one.
People got mad at him because he he like was on a red carpet and like started doing a Jamaican accent,
Oh,
and
please.
people did not
What
like
people?
it.
Was it my fault?
You know, the
people?
internet.
Or- listen,
I
we
mean,
we don't give a fuck. We don't give a fuck because at the end of the day, it is what it is. Express yourself. I don't take nothing as being like no one else. I think we all find something that we can adapt to make us feel good and comfortable. I don't think we're acting like nobody. You feel what I'm saying? Because I hate when people say, "Oh, you're acting this way" or "You're acting that way." No, it's what influenced us that got in with our mixture, our sauce, make us who we are. I don't think we acting like anything. At the end of the day, influence is one of the highest things. That's what gets shit moving. Influence. That's what create religions. That's what create groups. That's what create. It's all lead from influence. You know what I mean? You gotta be a powerful motherfucker to influence people to follow something or do something or feel some type of way. I'm big on the influencers that make you more about authenticity. Like be yourself.
All right, that's actually good. I like that because that leads into this. Here's a Clint Eastwood story. You like Clint Eastwood?
I love Clint Eastwood.
This personally lines. When I heard this, I was like, I love Clint Eastwood, and I will follow him to the grave. So he was a serviceman. I think it was the Navy, if I'm not mistaken. It was the Navy or Air Force, right?
Okay.
And he was like the type of guy who's like, I'm gonna go out to this town and see a lady, and then make it back to the base in time. Type of fellow.
Okay.
So he like did that, but then he missed his flight back to the base. He couldn't get it right. So then he found a plane that happened to be going back, but it didn't have 2 seats. So he had to go hop into the little storage area of the plane, which was against protocol.
Right.
But he got the guy to agree to do it, right? So they end up going to fly, and they end up flying, and then the plane ends up going down. Like the engine stall, and it starts going down, and it lands like 2 miles off the bay of like San Francisco, I believe, right off the coast of California.
What?
Right in shark waters in the middle of the night. And then he had to swim back to shore.
No.
Made it back to shore. And then he got back to shore, made it to the hospital, and there was the pilot. And the pilot made it back too. And that was Clint Eastwood.
That was a real life story?
Badass, right?
Oh my God, Clint. I love you even more.
Yeah, I was like, this dude can do it. Yeah, he'll lead us. Yeah, that's a man,
Clint, what? I'm so excited. I'm glad I know that.
Yeah, I was happy when I learned too. I was like, that's a man right there.
I gotta make a joke out of that.
Yeah,
I have to.
I wasn't even do
what?
it. If you got a Clint Eastwood joke,
oh my gosh. Because
sure.
one of the good things that I do like about exploring the underworld of open mics is just talking to a diverse crowd, being able to talk to people on all levels. It's like, because one thing about comedy that makes comedy easy is really being relatable. Like we all can connect on something that's relatable. And it's like, yeah, like I love that. Everybody can relate to Clint Eastwood. Everybody didn't watch Clint Eastwood. If you have a grandparent or a dad, you for sure gotta know a Clint Eastwood movie. Or if you was raised in the county, I know for a fact you know a Clint Eastwood.
You know that song Clint Eastwood by the Gorillas?
Fuck no.
Oh.
No.
There's a song called Clint Eastwood. Look it up.
I'm about to. You got me. What? I gotta find it out. Cause it's like Clint Eastwood always gonna be my guy. I don't care if anything was to come out about Clint Eastwood being racist, I wouldn't give a fuck. I'm sorry. Just like Hulk Hogan, I don't care. Cause that shit was major. It was like, you like Hulk Hogan? Hulk Hogan was like, oh, who cares? Same thing with Mel Gibson. Me personally, it's like, I just feel like they the guys that don't give a fuck. And when you don't give a fuck, I gotta respect it because at least you're showing your authentic self.
Well, the thing is, you have to, if you're gonna like art, you have to separate the art from the artist, because
real shit. Because I still love me some R. Kelly.
Yeah, yeah. Because you have to always remember, never meet your heroes, and just don't have them. This is actually a better lesson, because because you're gonna be sad when you find out that R. Kelly actually here's a real, all right. What's up with that too? We all knew he was doing it. We all knew it. And we all as a society were like, you can just keep doing this for 2 more decades.
I'm gonna be honest with you, right? Me personally, I don't fuck with any form of SA or you know, any form of that matter of a woman not being able to have a say so. I'm fully against it, right? But the fact with R. Kelly that has me in a like a it's the fact that for one, the parents, right? Me personally, as a mom, it's no way that my 15-year-old and 16-year-old is going with a man. I don't give a fuck if he was Gandhi. Going to another state with a grown ass man, and I'm in Philadelphia, and my kid goes to Chicago. Oh, because it's R. Kelly. He's a multi-platinum recording artist. I don't have to be there. You're a parent. That's your responsibility. So the fact that y'all was prostituting your daughters out and money, cash flow kind of got a pause. Now all of a sudden he's a predator, he's a pedophile, and all of that. Yeah, R. Kelly do need help, but let's just be clear: your parents is pimping out your daughters. Ain't no way my child is crossing state lines and I'm on the phone and I can't get in contact with Mr. Kelly about my child. First of all, an uncle could have went. A cousin could have went. A brother could have went. How are you that comfortable with sending your child to Chicago, Illinois, and you live all the way in New Jersey or wherever with a grown ass man? No, you don't want to get sex trafficking charges. So you're gonna, and you don't want to get claimed that you were getting paid under the table while your daughter was out there with R. Kelly. Then say that. But bottom line is, half of the stories when that documentary dropped, I didn't believe, because at the end of the day, you're taking your child to an R. Kelly concert. You fucking 35 and up, 40 something and up. Why is your 15-year-old going to an R. Kelly concert, 16-year-old going to an R. Kelly concert anyway? That's more something that me and Dad should be going to. That way after we can probably pop it in the parking lot, because all his music is damn near baby making music.
I didn't know R. Kelly was so popular with the kids.
You understand what I'm saying? I mean, they call him the Pied Piper, but damn. Like, it's just, let's be honest here. And I'm talking to my community. At the end of the day, is no way I'm sitting up here letting my child go anywhere with R. Kelly just because he can make the career good. Okay, you can make the career good, baby. If it's a 2-parent home, you hold down the house. I'm going to go with our daughter on the road to make sure, I mean. I feel like, that was a tricking situation going wrong.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's the argument with Michael, That lady was apparently like a professional, sewer like that. She did that a couple times. You
can't start me on Michael.
Hey, listen. Listen, I've said it and I'll say it again. I'll stand on it.
Yeah.
Michael didn't do it. I'm a big Michael fan. I'll stand on it. I
believe Michael Jackson wasn't a pedophile. I don't feel that in my heart. I honestly believe that Michael Jackson was weird. And that's only because he was not normal. And when I say this, I say this in a good way. It's not a negative way. Michael Jackson was so different that he was almost studied. Because he was so different. He was so beautiful. His aura was out of this fucking world. To come up with the visuals that he came up with. To come up with the music he came up with. The fact that he was able to bond every fucking diversity. From Indian to European to black. He was a king in Africa. Michael Jackson, they actually had Africa, he was actually considered a king. I forget his king name over in Africa, but he was actually a king over there, and when he died, they mourned him. Like, they actually mourned him, carried his picture, like the place where he was in Africa as a king. They went crazy. Michael Jackson was the closest that we would ever get to an extraterrestrial. That's honest to God truth. If they want to call him an alien, he definitely would be one of the greats aliens.
Voice of an alien.
You understand what I'm saying? Because he was just so different and so talented. You know what I'm saying? So it was just like, I feel like, they like to compare Chris Brown to Michael Jackson as far as Chris Brown. And Chris Brown is definitely one of my faves. They could never make me hate Chris Brown. You
Okay.
understand what I'm saying? That's
Big-
only because, to me personally, I think it's unfair, and it may be an unpopular opinion, to hold a motherfucker that did something at 19 as a teenager, two teenagers fighting and going through it. Like, we all had teen love before. I got fucked up by a boy when I was a teenager. I didn't, I guess because I'm not a celebrity, nobody gives a fuck. But it's like, come on. Like 19, 17, 18, 16, we're our most toxic because we don't know what the fuck we're doing. We're figuring out how to coexist with another person, and 9 times out of 10, our coexisting, our representation of a good relationship wasn't the fuck good as growing up. Whether you had a 2-parent home or a single parent home, our outlooks on relationships wasn't that crisp. You understand what I'm saying? So the fact that they claim, like, I mean, being in the spotlight added to it. But I feel like the fact that they hold that stain on Chris Brown, I'm only speaking of it because I'm a fan. I love him. I do. And I want to battle him on stage, Chris Brown. I do want to battle. Even though I know I couldn't win, it's just the fact that I'm confident enough of a dancer that I could at least kind of sort of hang in there with you. And your backup dancer, well, not your backup dancer, your dancer, Tori. I love his dancer. She's a bad mama jamma. She's fine as fuck.
You even know as dancers.
Yeah,
Okay.
well, only her.
Okay.
And I wish I knew more, but it's just her because she got a solo. Like, Tori, like, is a real choreographer. I follow her. She's with somebody, like, a lot of people love her and Christian Brown chemistry, but I'm jelly of her because she get to be next to this man and have her own man, but to be next to Chris Brown,
Big Chris Brown fan.
I'm not, but I love him. I'm not.
Okay.
I'm not. Even
Okay.
I haven't been to a Breezy Bowl. I couldn't even give you a background on the nigga, but I love him because of he's unapologetically him, and he's talented as fuck. I love dancing. His music is A1.
And he's like real handsome.
Chris Brown is cute. Now I ain't crazy about the look. Like, man, it's not the look. It's not really the look.
Yeah,
like,
he's
Chris
all right.
Brown tall, he's fine, but I don't feel like I would just melt. Like, oh my God. Like, it's more so the dancing and the artistry and the personality I admire. Fuck the look. I ain't crazy about the look.
Okay.
It's the personality, the artistry, and the authenticity of Chris Brown that I love.
All right. All right.
Yeah, his looks is like, he's not bad on the eye, but at the end of the day, like, Chris Brown couldn't woo me.
Well, Chris Brown's been really holding up the test of time. If you think about it, that's just kind of talent. Because he has
We the same age, damn near.
he had some bad PR there, and he's still crushing it. Where's Ja Rule at? You know what I'm saying? What's he doing? He didn't have that bad PR. Yeah, where's he at? Just saying.
Ja Rule is honestly, it's Ja Rule. Ja Rule is an underdog. And I fuck with underdogs. I feel like Ja Rule is an underdog because Ja Rule was the only guy that tried to sit up there and fight against 50. Ja Rule is really a stand-up nigga, and people actually looked at it, but they don't look at it because they look at 50. 50 is bigger. But I feel like Ja Rule should get more credit because he actually clapped at 50 and tried to clap. Clapback. Clapback was a banging ass beat. Corny sober, banging ass beat, was a banging ass vibe. It was like, dun, 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 dun. He tried to clap back. He did. He fought. Ja Rule fought. I don't give a, like, again, I'm an underdog person. I don't care. I love 50 to death though. But it's the fact that Ja Rule still attempt to fight through it and fight and throw his best shot.
To be honest, people hate on him, but he was on top of the world, and he was battling G Unit, Eminem, and Dre at the same time. Who just dropped?
Himself.
They all just dropped platinum albums. So,
By himself.
but
Like, come on, bro. Like, we ain't gonna do that to Ja. Like, at the end of the day, yeah, he ain't stand a chance. But the fact that he actually did it by himself, ain't nobody on the eight. Lloyd was a singer. He couldn't help him. Ashanti
he didn't have no one.
Ashanti a singer. She couldn't help him. Who was on Murder Inc. that was a rapper that could have helped Lloyd in that situation? Lloyd, not Lloyd, Ja Rule.
Ashanti?
Nobody.
Ashanti was trying to help him. She was trying to help him so
But
hard.
Guess what? She did though, because a lot of females still fuck with him on the simple fact that he had the down ass shit. He kept singles and songs. Ashanti kept him afloat. Lloyd kept I'm telling you, if it wasn't for Ashanti and Lloyd and Ja Rule, Murder Inc. wouldn't have been successful. I think that was Murder Inc. Besides Irv Gotti being the CEO, Ashanti, Lloyd, and Ja Rule was Murder Inc. itself. That's what actually kept Irv afloat, to me, honestly.
Yeah.
And see Vita and Charlie Baltimore. Shout out to Charlie Baltimore. Charlie Baltimore definitely was in Northside, like Philadelphia. She rep Philly. Like Siani, her daughter, I think her name's Siani. Siani, I actually had the pleasure of doing the show with her daughter. She's a DJ.
Oh, sick.
Charlie Baltimore, if you remember, Charlie Baltimore was the one with the bright, like red, pink hair. She definitely played in the Philly street. Like, she thorough. Charlie Baltimore was definitely thorough.
When I was a kid, I thought Ja Rule was Cisco's older brother.
What? Why?
I don't. What? Then I learned they weren't.
Like, what? Cisco and Ja? I would have never got that. I would have never. But then again, it's okay.
I thought about it. I was like, that doesn't make sense.
No.
I thought about it. I was like, is that one of those racist things? And I was like, it's not. It's not. I was just a kid.
I was about to say, we do kind of, it's okay, because I was about to say that too. Like, it's not race. It's just, a lot of us, because we come from the same ancestry, we definitely favor each other. You know what I'm saying? So, you can get that, but nah, they definitely not fucking related at all. Like, nowhere near close. Nowhere near close. Like Cisco and Ja, probably because of the voice. Maybe Cisco got that Ja Rule sound. Like Cisco sound like Jodeci, Casey and JoJo. Like Cisco got that Casey, like voice. So yeah, that could be a resemblance. But Ja Rule was more so when he came out. I think the closest voice he could kind of sort of resemble was close to like DMX.
Mm-hmm.
At the most, there's a couple where Ja Rule was running up under DMX at one point. That was like little bro to him. And I only found out by watching a documentary of the late great DMX. But yeah, Ja Rule was definitely an underdog. 50 Cent is definitely. I love 50 Cent level of pettiness.
Dude, it's so funny. You can't.
50 Cent level of pettiness.
The reason everyone loves 50 is because he's doing what we all say we would do if we had 50 money. You know, he'd be like, that comic I fucking hate. I'm gonna buy all the tickets to his show and have no one show. That's what he does. I would do the
50. I'm gonna be honest with you. 50 loaned a lot of niggas money. 50 helped a lot of people career out behind the scenes. So when you start acting weird and start acting funny, you dealing with Curtis Jackson now. You're not dealing with 50 Cent. A lot of people don't understand. A lot of shit that 50 Cent do is Curtis Jackson doing it. It's not 50 Cent. 50 Cent is the mastermind of how I'm gonna make you feel. Curtis Jackson is who he is. Like, Curtis Jackson definitely is not to be played with. At all. It's funny. I gotta do this promo.
Okay.
Only because we're talking about Curtis Jackson. It's somebody that he have a quarrel with. I'm doing the show with.
Oh.
Benzino. August 30th, I will be in Bristol, PA. Live podcast. My shout out to my guy, another comedian brother, Jamaican G. He actually hosting his live podcast, Pun the Yard podcast, and he has Benzino as a guest.
Sick.
Yeah. Me and my brother Will Wright, shout out to Jersey, Will Wright, comedian fake Will Wright on Instagram. Funny guy, dope guy, definitely somebody that you would want to book. Me and him is actually hosting the podcast and doing a comedy segment. And I am just like, I know I can get on 50 radar if I chew Benzino up, but is that the route I want to take, brother?
I saw that. Actually, I saw that the other day, and I sent it to my friends because I got friends. I lived 4 blocks from where that show is for 4 years. And I saw that, and I sent a couple friends, and I was like, "We gonna go to this Benzino, John?" And I saw the ticket price. I was like, "Oh, "Gosh, darn, that's expensive though." But but I was like, "What is?" I was actually curious, like, what is it? Like, you're gonna? So it's a podcast,
So
like
it's a
comedy
podcast,
show.
a live podcast, something that
Okay,
you should think
I
about
know,
doing.
I know.
Sticky pound cake. I'm just saying. We can actually do like a live podcast, and I definitely have a spot for it too. But it's a live podcasting with comedy, so it's going to be like a podcast segment, and I think comedy maybe in between or before to open it up or close it out. But yeah, it's definitely going to be. He's actually in Philly doing a couple things
Okay.
right now, so this is going to be. I'm just like, I don't know, cause like, bro, like. I know, like 50 Cent repost me.
Well, I would say, I'm gonna say, when is it though?
The 30th.
Okay, so I'm gonna say, just be natural. If it comes, you know. You don't want to be there being like, I'm gonna do it. You don't want to do it. Then it comes out wrong. You're like, oh no.
Yes, and I could be going viral for the wrong shit. I could be going viral for the wrong shit.
Watch Benzino chew this lady.
Like what? I'm like, nigga, we both ain't got no nuts, so we gotta stick together.
Oh,
Just me and Poundcake. I'm sorry.
that's good.
Hey, it is.
I'm excited for that. That's good.
So are you going? You see?
I want to. I mean, I
But
was
the
like,
tickets is like what?
it was like 40 or 50.
I'm not fucking.
And then you got the VIP Johns that were way more than that.
And that's crazy because it's like ain't nobody excited to see that shit like that. But no shade. But real shit.
40 is reasonable. Not many tickets are $40 for anything anymore. So
Unless you go to one of the Keswick shows, that's 50 and up. Cause my guy, shout out to the LOL family, Raymond Anthony, supplies good shows out Keswick and like the Glenside, PA area. I performed on his stage 4 times at the Keswick Theater. He's a good promoter, good guy. Make sure y'all check out his shows. He's actually bringing Monique here in September.
I saw that. Yeah, I saw
Kobe
that.
Jack, my brother Kobe Jack, Monique and Craig McLaurin, and maybe I'm one other brother that's actually going to be on the show, and I'm excited for that. Monique is one of my idols. I never met her. I've met T.K. Kirkland. I met Cheryl Underwood. I've met Pierre. I've met Earthquake. I've met a couple big time, black comedians. Earthquake is funny as fuck. But I had Capone. I haven't met Monique yet, and that's actually one of my comedian idols, and that's only because me and her story is relatable. Like I can relate to Monique. So yeah, but eventually, it's gonna happen. Like I said, I performed on the Keswick stage 4 times. The very first time I was supposed to actually go to the Keswick Theater was to see Monique. And the fact that I was on that stage maybe like 6 months to a year after she was on it, I was like, bro.
That's a nice theater, nice stage.
I love the Keswick. Even though I was beefing with the sound projector bull. Yeah, he got crazy with me. Like we would try and take pictures outside the theater. I guess they was sitting there being all weird, ready to go home. I guess because they even worked all day. And we trying to take a picture. He's snatching the letters down. We had words, and I think we had words again. It was weird. I was like, oh shit. I don't want to fuck with the Keswick people because then I won't be able to perform here no more. But I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna call you on your shit if I have to call you on your shit. He was just being weird. Like, bro, we here to take a picture. I just perform. Let me take a picture with the sign. He's snatching the letters down, being weird. I'm like, okay. He's just ready to go home. I understand. You ready to go home or jerk off and watch your fucking whatever you watch. Brad. I don't know if that was your name, but I'm giving you Brad. He was being an asshole.
Yeah, fuck Brad, dude.
Fuck Brad.
We're gonna give him the benefit of the doubt and say he had a bad night.
He might have had a bad night. He might have had a bad night. He had long hair. He might have needed a haircut. Brad had long hair. With a scully. Long hair with a scully
Long hair
Brad.
with a scully Brad, huh?
Oh, God. Not too bad.
I can envision him now.
Yeah, you could have, right? But no, Monique will be at the Keswick Theater. I believe it's in September, like September 26th or 24th or something.
Yeah, so that looks cool.
Yeah, that's dope. That's dope.
Yeah, I actually like that place a lot.
The Keswick, I love the Keswick. I love the behind the upstairs when you're going upstairs. I actually had my own dressing room there at the Keswick, so I was excited. I was like, oh shit, this room is reserved for Poundcake. That was when the earthquake had came to the Keswick.
Sick.
Yeah, and Monique got all guys on her lineup. One of the things I do like the fact that when I look at comedy shows, and I want to say comedy shows that's probably more so, it's for every community, black and outside of black. It's like it's always more males than it is women. And that's the only thing I like, unpopular opinion for the males. I feel like it should be more women on shoes. I feel like y'all, it'd be a sausage fest on the stage. And it's like y'all all going to talk about the same shit. So it's like kind of mix it up. So if it's women in the crowd, because 9 times out of 10, women bring niggas to comedy shows or men. I say niggas because, that's slang for me. But 9 times out of 10, if it's a comedy show, it's a woman bringing a male to a comedy show, not a male bringing a woman. So, like, it should be more women on lineups. Like, you guys need to get more women on lineups. I hate to see it's like 5 men on a comedy show, and maybe with the exception of 1 woman. And sometimes you don't even see no women. That's why I'm like, yo, bro, like, what?
Well, I think it's because it's like a 9-to-1 ratio.
How? When we outnumber men?
I don't know.
How? When we
I'm just saying in Philadelphia, there's a match. Say how many comics, just make up a number, and then what percentage of them are women? There's no way it's even close to half. There's no way it's half. There's no way
it's a lot of female comics, and I can if I just name. You got Victoria, you got Mary, you got Ebony Moore, you got me, you got Tata Sharice, you got Jay Lachey, you got my girl, she's she wears a hijab, I forget her name. You got Shannon, it's multiple women, Seb Boogie, you got Dr. Holly, you got my girl Gallagher, you got, it's like multiple women in the comedy circuit that that's good. I just feel like it's like now it's women making shows just for women when it should just be like women being able to include some shows, women into some shows, and have it like mixed up. Like if you got five guys on the show, I say 2 out of that 5 should be a female. Honestly, like even at open mics, it's more men than it is women. I don't know. It's probably my girl I think she's from she has an accent, but she's funny as fuck. Cause Mary, shout out to my girl Mary. She took me to like an open mic week. I hit up multiple open mics with Mary for like a whole week straight, and I loved every minute of it. I hit Fergie's out. Shout out to Fergie. Shout out Orleaves. Who else did I do? It was a Cookies open mic, the speakeasy comedy thing. It was like cause when I got into comedy, I skipped open mics. I just went right on shows, got books for shows. So it's like open mics is actually humbling and fun when I go to them because it's like, damn, every comedian started here when I just started by getting booked. So it's like, damn, I think it's a step that I skipped that I should do because it's like it's no bombing at open mics, and I love that. It's like you can't really. I mean, to the open mic community, you could bomb, but to me personally, it's like motherfuckers is looking at their phones and notebooks. So it's like, how can you bomb when you trying new material? It's like either it's gonna hit or miss. But open mics is definitely humbling from a person that come from bookings to open mics because it was like if I don't get a laugh at an open mic, what the fuck? But open mics is more so comedians than paid customers. It's like it's more comedians in the crowd than it is. It's like, damn, if I can't get a room of my peers to laugh, then wait, what the fuck am I doing?
I
But
feel
open mics is hard. It's humbling, bro. Like,
Yeah, I feel like it's almost well, like most comedians are dead inside, and it takes more than average to make them
To make 'em
laugh. You
laugh.
know what I'm saying? So it's like that's what I guess if you're in a room with 95% comedians, and then the 5% aren't going to laugh if the comedians aren't laughing because they don't want to be the only ones laughing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
But yeah,
so it's like,
that's
I was looking
that's
at
the
him
thing is like you could say something that, like normally gets a hit, but then like every comedian's like not listening or just dead and has no sense of humor. That's not dark as fuck. So they're like they're just like you know.
or they gonna say some shit that's really just gonna resonate with everybody. Like, what? No, but going to the open mic community and vibing with the open mic crowd. Shout out to Josh, one of my open mic friends. Josh is one Philly's funniest at Helium.
Mhm.
He's funny, tall, cute, tall glass of milk.
Yeah.
Josh is so cute. Josh is one. Open mic for. I gotta honestly give it out to my guys Dylan and Chase. Dylan and Chase.
Okay.
My two cousins. They from North Carolina where I'm from.
Okay.
They're my two cousins. I call them my cousins. They're white, but they're my cousins.
Very white.
Very white. Dylan and Chase. Very white. Very white. They're my two cousins. Shout out to them. They actually have a podcast. And they also have they do shows. They run open mics as well. My guys. But yeah, I love open mic. The open mic world is so fun. So I was telling my girl Mary that I'm kind of like single, not single, but single. Let me explain that. I am single far as I'm holding down a lifer. That type of single. So it's like someone has my heart, they just don't have my pussy. If that makes sense.
So, all right.
Or they may get my pussy, but they don't have my heart.
All right. I can talk about this.
Okay.
I'm in this area. I have experience in this.
Okay.
All right. Not a lifer, but I've had experience in the systems, right? So does the lifer be like, it's cool that you be doing what you do out there?
Right, because I don't do a lot. Let me just say that. Like, this pussy is definitely not free or friendly. It has standards, but at the same time, if he's not an imbecile or selfish, you have a life. You understand what I'm saying? You're not going to sit up. You better not, like, bro. Even if I lied to you and tell, like, he'd rather the truth at this point. You know what I'm saying? So, and this is a person that everyone that if I do decide to date or socialize with, know about. Like, this is a person that's never going nowhere.
Okay. Do you ever get conjugal visits? Is that a thing?
Conjugal visits. The crazy part about it is Pennsylvania actually has conjugal visits on. It's deactivated. It's not active because it's not enough people to petition for conjugal visits to actually get it reinstated.
Okay.
Yeah, so PA don't have conjugal visits because, of course, there's other states that have conjugal, but PA don't. And if we get enough women to petition for conjugal visits, then it could be a possible thing.
Okay. All right. Interesting.
Yeah. Of course, I looked it up because my baby was up Albion, Erie, PA. Shout out to all my Albion guys, free y'all, the ones that need to be free. But he was up Albion. I used to take 8 hours up, 8 hours back. Albion is like damn near 20 minutes away from Canada. So it's the slang term for Albion is far beyond because that's how far it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, Albion is far as fuck. That's as far as you could go with prison. Like in PA. If you're in New York, probably Rikers, but in PA, that's the farthest. That's the last prison you can go to is Albion.
All right. And all right. So what's your relationship like? You guys writing a lot?
All right. So now they have something called Connect Network where we can actually email now.
Okay.
So I can send him something that's on my phone that's called Connect Network, email and send it to him, and he can get that. And he can email me back, and I would just have to pay for credits.
Get it on what?
Connect Network. That's what it's called.
But like he has a cell phone.
Tablet. They
Okay.
actually have tablets in prisons now, so
But they
you
don't
can
have
get.
cell service. Okay.
Yeah, phone time is global network. If those who don't know, if you got a person that's people that knows in jail do. Those who don't know, you got global network, global Tel-Link, and you got Connect Network and JPay. Excuse me. JPay is what you would use with the inmate number, and you would send them money for their commissary. Connect Network is you'll add about, I want to say maybe 5, 10, 15, 20 links, $5, $10 or $1 to five links, $1 or something like that, and you can email them. And Global Tel Link is call. You'll just load about $20-$25 on Global Tel Link. That way they can be able to call you, get call time.
Bet. Okay. All right. I was curious about that. All right. So yeah, I haven't been in jail in a long time. It's been a while now. So I was curious
Good
about how
job.
it's working.
Good
I was
job.
curious about how the inside's working. You see a lot of videos nowadays, like prisoners with cell phones and shit, like videos
Oh
online.
yeah, well, it's actually prison. It's actually prison. The prison behind bars. They got their own social media platform.
Yeah.
Where they get like now, instead of you getting a pen pal the old fashioned way, like a referral, like, hey, I got a homie that's down. This is PPN number. Now it's like you can actually go on TikTok, Instagram, and they'll find guys behind bars, black, white, Irish, Italian, whatever you want, because most of the men behind bars is fine. I don't give a fuck what you is. They is fine. It's a guy that got his own page that just came home. I think he's Vietnamese.
Okay.
When I say a fine piece of Asian persuasion, he's fine as fuck, but he's from Texas, so he looked Vietnamese Asian, but he talks like Texas.
Got that southern drawl.
Yeah.
Yeah, you like that. That's a little southern Texas Vietnamese fella. All right.
Yes, funny shit. Okay.
All right.
But yeah.
All right.
No, it's a couple white chocolates in jail too that I like. I'm actually talking to a white chocolate. A lot younger though. One of the older ones, but he's a lot younger. He's fine.
Okay.
He might not be. Because, because of DNA being mixed up, it's some Puerto Ricans that look white.
Mm-hmm.
And it's even some Mexicans that actually look white. That you like, oh shit, I thought you were white. No, I'm Mexican. Or I'm Latino descent. Like, what? Stop fucking playing. It's like DNA and genetics is so tricky nowadays that I like how the world came together and just mixed together. Because I love that. I love that a lot. I love mixing. I want a United Kingdom. If I could possibly, I would have a baby by every reason. If I could. I would.
Mm-hmm.
I would love a little Irish baby. A little Italian baby. I would love a little Polish baby because I love Polish food. I love pierogies. Shout out to pierogies. What else?
Well, I think
and I also had a crush on a Polish guy named Raymond Jaskowia. Jaskowia.
I think the reason Spaniards and whites can get mixed up so easily, I think, is actually like Hispanic people are considered white on a lot of like demographics. That's why you'll see non-white Hispanics like at the doctor.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
I was always curious about that too when I was younger. I was like, what do you mean non-white Hispanic?
Non-Hispanic.
And it just means Hispanics are actually white. Yeah. It's because like Spain's in Europe.
Yeah.
But yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
But we live next to Mexico, so we just like view it differently.
Just view
But,
it, yeah. Well, then you got California, which is like Mexico.
Yeah, we got little Mexico out there.
Yeah.
We got New Mexico next to Little Mexico.
Man, I mean, Egypt is supposed to be in America, so. I mean, the more as you get older, hence earlier when I said we were lied to most of growing up. I mean, we were told pretty much wrong history on everything, especially Americans. For one American.
Oh, we're getting into my biscuits and gravy, my bread and butter right here.
Oh, this is the shit you like talking about? Okay.
Ooh, sticky, blicky, blicky, blicky.